Whenever it is that you're buying a resale condominium, you have to come across a status certificate. So what that is and why we need it, let's go to our real estate expert, Jay Banerjee. Once again, thank you for being here.
Good to be here.
Okay, so Jay, tell us what a status certificate is and why do we need it?
Well, Molly, that's a very good question. What it does is that whenever a buyer buys a resale condo, he should really have a clause in the offer that says that it's conditional upon the status being approved by his lawyer. And really, a status does two things. It should make sure that the seller's finances or payments on his maintenance fees up to date.
Okay.
And the second thing is shows the financial status of the building.
All right, so it's important.
Very important.
Right, because once you buy, you don't want to be stuck with the previous guy's
Absolutely.
maintenance fees arrears.
That, and you want to know about the building as well. So it's kind of a twofold perspective.
Okay, so tell us about why we need to know and what is it that we're looking for in the building.
Okay. What do you find in a status certificate is this. Number one is gives the budget. It knows what's happening in the building. You get a picture of that. Second thing is gives you audited statements, income and expense. So you know what's been happening in the last 1 year, or your lawyer will review it and give you an update. The third thing, what you're looking for is this. The third and fourth is very important, Molly, is that the reserve fund. See, that's people may not know a part of the maintenance fee goes towards the reserve fund, which is like an emergency fund that is available for future repairs or any other unforeseen expenses coming up.
Right, so if there's not enough money in the reserve fund and then huge expenses come up,
yes,
where is the money going to come from?
Put very simply, in Ontario, the law is it's actually mandated by law that every building has to have a 20-year study in place.
Okay.
So it's like a roadmap. In the next 20 years, you know you're going to have to change your roof, your heating, etc., windows. So you know what it's going to cost you in the next 20 years.
Okay.
At the same time, as long as you know what money is in the reserve fund and what's coming in, you can kind of flow chart and see that how much money will be there to pay those expenses. As long as they are well balanced, you're good to go.
All right, because the biggest fear that people have when buying condominiums, resale condominiums, or any condominium for that matter, is that they don't want to have their maintenance fees going up overnight, and that can happen if there is not enough money in the reserve fund, right?
Absolutely. Actually, it's twofold. One is that the fees itself can go up, but you see, usually they go up maybe 3 to 5% with inflation and a little other expenses that may come up.
Yeah, that's normal.
But what we're looking for here, and this is the fourth very important point, what if things go wrong and the money is not there, then they have no choice but to put a special assessment.
And that has happened in many condominium buildings that we know of.
And that could be significantly higher than the 50 or 5%. We're looking at maybe $80, $100 to $150 going for the next 1, 3 to 5 years. And that's what, you see, as long as you study the status, you've done your due diligence, then that protects you from a special assessment coming up, because the money was there to avoid this.
Okay, so now who does this, a review of the status certificate? Should the buyer do it himself or herself, or can their realtor do it, or should they take it to the lawyer?
Take it to the lawyer.
Okay.
Generally, and the key here is that the reason, there's a certain, there are a few things around this. It has to be signed by 3 members of the board, audited statements, and the person most qualified who, remember, the lawyer takes legal liability. When you hire a lawyer, you're hiring him and the full force of the legal system of Canada that protects you.
Okay.
And that's what the importance of having the lawyer. Either you pay him, he does it for you as a part of an incentive, that's up to him. But do it, it'll save you thousands and much grief down the road.
All right.
Yes.
Now, what is the cost of getting a status certificate?
$100.
All right. So
$100
that's not big.
from, you have to, whether it's paid by the seller or the buyer, generally the buyer pays it, and that's a small cost.
All right. Now, there's another big question that I think the viewers will have, is that having low maintenance fees is directly connected to the resale value of the condominiums, right? So if the high maintenance fees means lower prices.
Yes.
So that's another important reason why it's important to make sure that the status certificate is not only up to date, but the information that is on it is relevant, and there are no hidden expenses coming up down the road that will make the maintenance fee go higher, right?
Absolutely. You see, it goes back to the reason, the big why. Why is somebody buying a home? They're buying it for personal enjoyment.
But it is also the
also
investment.
buying it for the future value increase of the property, and this protects that second goal, a very big reason why people buy a property.
All right, so that's a really important reason why no one should neglect that, right?
Absolutely.
And in buying condominiums for a lifestyle, it's still a great investment.
Condo is all about lifestyle, lifestyle, lifestyle. Absolutely, it's a great investment because Toronto is not going anywhere. It's only going to increase. You know that. And
Right.
I'm sure our viewers know that too.
Right. So don't be afraid. If you have ever thought about buying a condominium in Toronto or anywhere else in Canada, this is something that you are going to greatly benefit from.
Yes.
Now, if there are people who want some additional information, where can they reach you?
Oh, my mobile, 647-273-1119.
Thank you once again for being here.
Good to be here, Molly. Thank you for having me over.
That's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed our show. If any of this information has resonated with you, don't forget to connect with us. So once again, have a wonderful week. I will see you again. But before I go, let me remind you once again that to be good and kind to a stranger is a good thing. Have a fabulous week.
तेरी ही बातें करते हैं से मैं